What's good, guys? We are back at it, back at the Apex. I'm breaking down Brendan Allen versus Chris Curtis, the rematch. The first fight went off with Chris Curtis TKOing Brendan Allen, but I think I'll give you a hint. I think this rematch plays different, a lot different. So we're gonna be breaking down the whole card, starting with the early prelims, ending with the main event of the evening. Back at the Apex, I loved UFC Atlantic City. Manafort was a beast. Nate Landwehr and Chris Weidman were all awesome, bro. Like, holy shoot, bro. That card was amazing. Shout out to Atlantic City. Shout out to New Jersey. Erin Blanchfield is a dog. She had a deep guillotine on her opponent, Manafort. So we start off with the first early prelim of the night. Melissa Tonya Mullins versus Nora Coralin. They're both 5-0 in their last fights. Let's break down the records. Melissa with a record of 6-0. Her opponent Nora with a record of 7-1 and 0. Melissa is a minus 330, which is huge. I don't know why it says moderate. That's a huge favorite. Her opponent is a plus 260. France versus England. 32 years old. 34. Bantamweight division. 5'7", 5'7", 68 to 67. Give me Melissa Dixon. Is that actually her name? Oh, Melissa Tonya or whatever. Yeah, give me Melissa Tonya. She's prettier, and I think she's gonna get the job done. She's undefeated too, and I think her wrestling and her striking is a little bit more fundamentally sound. And if you look at Tapology, 84% of the people are picking Mullins. They're picking her by decision. I'm gonna go 30-27. I think she wins every single round against her opponent Nora. She's a big favorite for a reason. But we saw that with Erin Blanchfield was a minus 210 for no reason. That girl lost every single round. Alright, next fight. Dylan Budka versus Cesar Almeida. Cesar Almeida is a beast. He originally comes from, where's his background? Brazil, 4 wins. Dana White Contender Series, there. And he trains at Extreme Couture, which is pretty good because so does Chris Curtis and Sean Strickland. We look at Dylan Boruca, the Hulk. He is 7-2 and 0 in his last in his entirety of his record. His opponent is 4-0. He is 4-0 in his last 5, and his Dylan is 4-1 in his last 5. Minus 165 for Dylan and plus 140 for Caesar. 24 years old to 36, 185 middleweight division, 6-0 to 6-1, 75 to 74. Give me the dog. Give me Cesar Almeida, and give me Cesar Almeida by knockout. I got Cesar Almeida by knockout, guys. Stay tuned, subscribe, hit the bell so you never miss a video. I'm going to be uploading weigh-in recap on Friday where we look at the fighters on the scales and we see how they do based off how they look on their final face-offs. Give me Cesar Almeida for the win, and give me it by second. He drops him in the second round and then maybe wins a decision. But I got Cesar Almeida. Next fight, we got Gene. And it's crazy because Tapology always has, like, sometimes the underdog is, like, most people are willing to pick him. We go here, Gene Mastamuto versus Dan Argueta. This is actually pretty cool because these odds flipped like crazy. Dan Argueta was the favorite. Now he's a big underdog. So with Gene, we got a record of 14-0. And his opponent, Dan Argueta, 9-1-0. His opponent, Dan Argueta, has two. Is this what, two no contests? Yeah, two. Yeah, premature stoppage. So give me Gene. Give me Gene. I know Gene is younger, but we look at their ages, 24 to 30. Bantamweight division, 5'6 to 5'7, 68 to 68. They have the exact same reach. Give me Gene, and give me Gene because he's more of a fundamental kickboxer, and he is a better striker. And I don't think Dan Argueta is going to be able to take him down. And if he is, it's only for a little bit. It's not going to be for the entirety of the round, in my opinion. So give me Gene by decision, 29-28, maybe split. Next fight, Cynthia Calvillo versus Perea Rodriguez. Guys, every time you see 5 losses in a row, come on, man. We don't even got to break this fight down. Give me Piero Rodriguez. And it's crazy because even with her 5 losses, she can still always have a chance. Cynthia Calvillo has lost all her 5 losses, 9-6-1, terrible record. Piero Rodriguez 9-1-0. She is 1-4 in the last 5. She is only a minus 155. She comes from Venezuela. It's because she's making her UFC debut, I believe. Oh, no. She's not making her UFC debut. No. but she just fought on Contender Series, uh, 2 years and 5 months ago. She's not active at all. That's why. That's why she's not a bigger favorite because she's not active at all. 36 years old to 31. Strawweight division 5'4", 5'3", 64 to 63. A lot of people are going Rodriguez. Literally nobody's going Cavallo. But what I like to do is I like to wait till after the first round and then I hammer it. After I see who wins the first round, I got it. Like with Chris Weidman, after Bruno Silva was being a little crybaby about his eye, I was like, bro, Weidman's gonna knock you out, bro. You better watch out. He was like, I don't care if somebody pokes your eye 10 times, bro. Keep a higher guard. Keep your guard high. You know how many people get poked in the eye and they still keep going? Look at Michael Bisping. Michael Bisping fought with no eye. But they were blatant eye pokes, and Chris Weidman was poking his eye intentionally. But you can avoid the eye pokes with your hands open like this. I think Bruno Silva would have lost that fight either way. That guy sucks. Alright. Next fight. Atalagani versus Atalazeng versus Victor Hugo. We look at Victor Hugo versus this guy. This guy, what do I even call it? Aleta Tang. Aleta Tang is he is wow, 2 wins, 1 draw, and 2 losses in his last 5, and his opponent is 5 wins in his last 5. Plus 115 for the for Alatang versus minus 135 for Victor Hugo. Victor Hugo will be the pick in this fight just because I think he's more of a better striker, and his opponent is coming off of a skid, and his opponent is very, very inactive. Like, we look at how far these fights are apart, very inactive. Hugo's gonna have the longer reach. Hugo's gonna be on the outside. A lot of people think that Hugo can find a submission, but I think, yeah, maybe if he jumps into it. But I think Victor Hugo's gonna win by decision. Give me Victor Hugo 29-28. But these aren't the final picks. These are just the early predictions. Norma Dumont versus GDR. Guys, GDR is one of the very first featherweight champions. Her loss was to Amanda Nunes. She's just very inactive. Her last fight was 3 years and 5 months ago. It's actually insane how, like, I think she just had a baby. Norma Dumont should not be the favorite. Norma Dumont, 10. She recently beat Chelsea Chandler where she was running across the octagon to chase her. 10-2-0 for Norma Dumont. 10-4-0 for GDR. GDR's only losses are to Amanda Nunes. Minus 200 for Norma Dumont. Plus 165 for GDR. GDR comes from the Netherlands. You know the Netherlands is a beautiful place. Her opponent's from Brazil. 33 years old for Norma. 39 years old for GDR. That's the only thing. But I can tell you one thing, 5'7" to 5'9", 67 to 72. GDR is not here just for a paycheck. She's not here just for a paycheck. She's here to run for that belt one more time. So give me GDR just because I love her. I'm a big fan. I might pick flip on Friday. We're going to see how they look on the scales. If GDR can make weight and she's healthy and she has no injuries, give me GDR. And I'm going GDR by maybe a second round submission, but maybe decision. 29-28 split. Next fight, we got Court McGee versus Alex Moreno. Alex Moreno, the Apex King. We look at this guy. This guy is only fighting in the Apex. I believe he lost to Joaquin Buckley, who just finished. Vicente Luque, who just threw the fight away last Saturday. He just literally threw the fight away like he just quit in the middle of the octagon. He shot after a takedown, just like Petrosky. There was a lot of weird stuff in the beginning of the card. Court McGee, record of 2-3 in his last 5. Alex Moreno with a record of 3-2 in his last 5. Court McGee is the plus 240. His opponent is minus 300. Alex Moreno should not be a minus 300 ever. But Alex Moreno will be the pick. 33 years old, 39, 170, welterweight division, 75 to 72. I think Alex Moreno is a way better striker. And even if Alex Moreno gets dropped and hurt, Alex Moreno can go to his train wrestling. And I'm a huge fan of Alex Moreno, bro. I loved his fight with Cowboy, and I thought that it was pretty cool. I'll be backing Alex Moreno till the day I die. Next, we open up the main card. We open up the main card with Trevor Peek versus Charlie Campbell. You guys saw Charlie Campbell. He got knocked out in Dana White's Contender Series versus what was that guy's name? Chris Duncan. Like, Charlie Campbell looked terrible, bro. He looked completely terrible against. My dogs are barking. Charlie Campbell looked terrible against his opponent. He was dropping him, and then he started spamming uppercuts. My guy's just spamming uppercuts, and then gets hit with a 1, 2, and he drops, and he folds like an omelet, and he gets un he's unconscious. He's unconscious. Like, my guy Charlie Campbell has no fucking chin. This guy is like a little baby when it comes to fighting. Cause my guy, how do you get dropped by 2 punches and then get out cold? Give me Trevor Peek. I like Trevor Peek. I don't like this Charlie Campbell guy, bro. If you can get knocked out like that after winning a fight, bro, that's embarrassing, bro. Give me Trevor Peek. I know a lot of people are going Charlie Campbell because it was just a mess up. He's from New York. We look at his record, 8-2-0. His opponent is 9-1-0. Plus 185, minus 225, 29 to 28, lightweight division, 70 and then 72. Give me Trevor Peek for now. I'm going to be doing a little bit more tape study, seeing if Charlie Campbell has a lot of habits, and I think he does. He just tends to leave his chin up in the air, and Charlie Campbell is not a future prospect, in my opinion. Give me Trevor Peek. Next, to wrestle him to a decision, 30-27. Next fight, we got Lucas Brzezicki versus Johnny Walker's brother, who's making his UFC debut. Johnny Walker's brother is 5-0 his last fight. He's a minus 350 favorite. This is some guy who could be a prospect. They fed him to a guy who is literally 3 losses, 1 no contest, and 1 win in his last 5. Plus 280 for Lucas from Poland. He kind of looks like Yuri Prochazka. Give me Walter Walker. Look, he's 6'6", 81-inch reach. His weight is not there, but we'll be able to see on Friday. We're going to see how they match up and how they look on the face-offs. The only thing is he's young. He's very young. Give me Walter by KO. Give me KO first round. First round. Johnny Walker's brother, he's going to have a lot of similarities to Johnny Walker, and I think he's going to put up a masterclass. A KO on Lucas Brzezicki, the sacrificial lamb. Next fight, we have Ignacio Bahamondes, the guy who spinning wheel kicked the other guy. Like, he's famous for his spinning wheel kick knockout. Versus Christos Giagos. Christos Giagos is three losses and 2 wins in his last 5. His opponent, Bahamondes, is 2 losses and 3 wins in his last 5. He beat Trey Ogden, which is pretty impressive. He lost to Ludovic Klein, but by decision. He got out-wrestled, so we have to be basing it on him getting his takedown defense better. If his takedown defense is better, he should be able to win this fight. His opponent is a plus 270 underdog with a record of 20-11-0. His opponent is 34 years old. Bahamondes is 26 years old. Lightweight division, 5'10" to 6'3". Bahamondes is huge, 75-71. We look at these guys. I'm going Ignacio Bahamondes, and I'm going by KO. I think he's going to find a little KO, or maybe he drops him in the 3rd round and wins by decision, 29-28. Let's go Ignacio Bahamondes. I'm rooting for a KO, and I'm counting on a KO. But don't be surprised if it goes decision. Next fight. This card's not that stacked. Morgan Sherry versus Chepe Mariscal. Morgan Sherry with a record of 4 wins and 1 loss in his last 5. Record of 19-9-1. His opponent, Chepe, 5-6-0. Plus 130 for Chepe, minus 155 for Morgan. France versus United States, 28-31 for Chepe. Featherweight division, 5'8" for Morgan, 5'7" for Chepe, 69-69. Majority pick is Mariscal. This fight definitely goes over 2.5. Look for the over 2.5 for this fight. There's a lot of over 1.5s for the earlier fights, but I think we're going to have a lot of earlier finishes in this card. Maybe this fight goes over 2.5. Give me Morgan. Actually, you know what? This is going to be a hard pick, bro. Give me Chepe. Give me Chepe by decision. I think he can actually knock him out 2nd round. Chepe, 2nd round, probably drops him. And this is going to be a little eerie. This is going to be a good fight. Great fight. This fight definitely goes over 2.5. But Chepe's going to maybe... I got Chepe by decision. 29-28. He loses the 1st round, in my opinion. Next fight, we got co-main event. Alexander Hernandez versus Damon Jackson. Damon Jackson lost to Ilya Taporia. Dan Ige. I don't actually. Yeah, if he did lose to Ilia Topuria, it was in his debut, or I think around earlier. He beat Pat Sabatini, Dan Argueta, who's fighting earlier in this card, and Camille Kirk. Alexander Hernandez lost to Bill Algeo, which is crazy because Bill Algeo just got fucked up by Yusuf Zalal. He beat Jim Miller, lost to Billy Cortillo. Oh yeah, Bill Algeo just lost too. Bill Algeo just lost last Saturday. He lost to the two guys that look exactly alike, Bill Algeo and Billy Cortillo. They both suck. Renato, no, I'm just kidding. Renato Marcano, he lost. Guys, look for a live bet on this fight. Look at how Alex Hernandez does after the first round. He's probably gonna gas after 10 minutes. If Alexander wins this, it's because he has the power advantage, and I think he could get the job done. I just don't like Alex Hernandez personally because of that cowboy incident. Alex Hernandez with a record of 14-7-0. His opponent, Damon Jackson, 22-6-1. Both of these guys have terrible losses. Dallas, Texas versus San Antonio, Texas, 31-35. Featherweight division, 5'9", 5'11", 72. Give me Alex Hernandez for now, but I might pick flip just because Alex Hernandez is fighting a tin can, and if he has the power advantage, he usually gets the job done. He was able to knock out Beneil Dariush, and that's pretty impressive. I know Beneil's a little bit on the edge now, but pretty impressive. Main event, Brendan Allen versus Chris Curtis. We look at this fight, guys. Brendan Allen all in versus the Action Man. Brendan Allen has won his last 5. Paul Craig, Bruno Silva, Andre Muniz, Krasi Jakto, and Jacob Malkoun, which is pretty impressive. It's actually kind of impressive because Malkoun is one of his best wins in my opinion. Chris Curtis, no contest to Nasruddin Imavov, Kelvin Gastelum, Joaquin Buckley, and lost to Jack Hermanson. Give me Brendan Allen, minus 200 versus Chris Curtis, plus 165. 28-36, middleweight division, 6'2" to 5'10", 75 to 75 inch reach. Allen, a lot of people are going Allen by submission. You know what? That seems very likely, but I'm going Allen by decision. I think Brendan Allen's not going to be able to finish Chris Curtis. I think Brendan Allen has to finish. I think Brendan Allen has to gain respect from Chris Curtis. Chris Curtis is that guy who, when he fights a guy like Jack Hermanson or a guy like Kelvin Gastelum, he struggles. And if he can't knock you out, Chris Curtis, or he can't hurt you or settle the differences with his power, he most likely loses by decision. He beat Marc Andre by decision, split, which is actually kind of funny. I'm going Brendan all in Allen by submission, 4th round. Give me 4th round submission, but I wouldn't be surprised if this goes to decision, 48-47. After Chris Curtis maybe wins 2 rounds and Brendan Allen wins the last 3, 4, and 5. I'm going Brendan Allen by decision. I hope you guys enjoyed this breakdown. Hope you guys liked the video, guys. Hit the bell so you never miss a video. Comment your favorite dog. And comment your most anticipated fight. I like the co-main, Alexander Hernandez versus Damon Jackson. That's going to be a banger and the main event. Let me know who you guys got. Stay tuned. I will be uploading a Friday pick flip video, weigh-in recap. So stay tuned, and I might drop a little breakdown. So, drop the fucking like. Yeah, bro, hit the like, bro. And follow my Twitter, too. Follow my Twitter. Right here. Right here. @useless. Go check it out, alright? See y'all at the top. The best is blessed, baby. Peace.